We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. It's Game 3 of the World Series between the Boston Red Sox and the Philadelphia Phillies. A pivotal Game 3 of the World Series is next. Andrew Heaney gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Andrew Heaney is an interesting lefty, Matty. At times he could be a swing and miss guy. Good fastball, 92 to 94 miles an hour, overhand curveball, and the slider. So he has the curveball slider mix. His changeup is getting better. If he's throwing strikes early, he could be really.
Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2023 Philadelphia Phillies.
And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, you have to be really impressed with what J.D. Martinez does for this offense. He's got over 1,000 RBIs. He's already proved he's a clutch hitter. He knows how to drive in big runs when it counts. So if the situation comes up in this game, I'm looking to watch how he goes to work in the clutch.
Andrew Heaney will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
You know, Matt, he wasn't all that bad in his last one. In a day and age where we don't see a lot of complete games, 6 full innings in his last one. And if they can score him a few runs, he has a chance to win this one here today.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And let's focus on third baseman Maikel Franco. I think what gets lost in the shuffle, we get it. Offensive force. But he doesn't get enough credit for the way he...
Leading off for Boston, center fielder, Mark Baggett.
First pitch of the at-bat. Grounded back up the middle. Crawford fields it cleanly. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. Now at the plate, Jorge Alfaro. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Jorge Alfaro.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Lifted in the air to center. Baggett has a play, and that's the first out of the inning. Stepping in, Mark Baggett. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here comes the first pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Devers leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
And there's a base hit on the line. The throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
Dan, you were 1 pitch away from getting out of this. 2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter, and he's able to throw out a ribby knock.
Dero, it's hard to get more frustrated than that as a pitcher. You're 1 pitch away from getting out of a lot of traffic on the bases, getting into the inning, and next thing you know, you give up a 2-out, 2-strike base hit. Nothing more frustrating for a pitcher than to have that happen.
And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. Red Sox settle for just the 1. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Red Sox 1 and the Phillies nothing. Striding in for Boston, Mark Baggett. He'll start the 7th in what's been a fast-moving pitcher's duel to date. The pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little.
There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Looking up is the center fielder. And this one is gone. A home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center. His 4th long ball of this series. And the Red Sox move in front. It's 2-1.
This is going to be one of those moments we look back on in a couple years when we relive this World Series. That swing of the bat late in the game to take the lead, huge blow.
Now batting, number 31. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Number 31.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Baggett looking up. That one is out of here. This game is tied. So a solo shot here to left center field. His first homer so far in the series as the Phillies have come back to tie this one at 2.
I mean, you have to love the World Series. What a game we have right now. Home run ties it late. Place is going absolutely bananas. Would you rather be anywhere else?
Stepping up now, Mark Baggett. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, in his last at bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run. So it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Mm, 2-0.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Center fielder on the run. And that's the 3rd out. So they get a. So striding in, Avisail Garcia, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Oh, and he botches it. And that'll score the tying run. We're back to even 4 apiece.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the league. Yeah, and the home crowd is loving it as they jumped out in front in the bottom of the 8th, and they did what they had to do in the 9th to seal the deal.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Maddie, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned recognition.
This evening's game comes to an end, 5-4, the final tally. The Philadelphia Phillies trail 2-1 in this World Series. Sir Anthony Dominguez takes home the win. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody. MLB Network brings you baseball from under the lights at Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. It's Game 4 of the World Series between the Boston Red Sox and the Philadelphia Phillies. Game 4 of the World Series comes up next. Nick Pivetta is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Yeah, Matt, his last start wasn't a particularly good.
The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Matty, how about Andrew Benintendi? We all know he's just a great baseball player. He's one of the elite players in the game, and it's always a...
Batting sixth, center fielder, Mark Baggett.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. No score here as we play inning number 2. And that finds the target. 0-2 now. Pivetta, a right-hander going 6'5". He was a 4th-round selection back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Liner towards second, but this is going to be hauled in out there at second base for out number 2.
Leading off for the Phillies, third baseman, Mike Hurd.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. High in the air into shallow left center. Here for it is Segura to make the play. 1 gone.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the out...
Leading off for the Red Sox, center fielder, Mark Baggett.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Hoskins looks up. Gone to lead off the inning. So a solo shot here to left center field. His 5th so far in this series. As the Red Sox get the game's first run, it's 1-0.
Hitting a home run in the World Series is special at any point. Hitting a home run in the World Series that gives your team the lead, that's something to tell the grandkids about.
Now at the plate, number 31. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. The 1-2. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Baggett is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, first baseman, Johnny DeLong.
High in the air out to center field. Baggett has a play, and that retires the side. Phillies get a couple of hits here, and it leads to 1 on the scoreboard. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Boston's out in front, 4-1. Stepping in, Mark Baggett.
24. Mark Baggett.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit the other way out toward right field. Garcia has a read on it, and that's the third out. Red Sox go down 1-2-3 as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Ready once again, Ryan McMahon, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Ryan McMahon.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Baggett is there. 2 gone. Into the box now, Maikel Franco. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Franco.
And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. Hoskins is on his way home. He'll score easily as the lead is cut to 4-2 now.
That's just some great base running from the guy at first. The ball had plenty of air under it, but he got a good read, recognizing it wasn't going to be caught, and he hustled all the way around home. That's something that shouldn't go unrecognized in that.
Digging in, Jorge Alfaro. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Martinez moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. Standing in, Avisail Garcia. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. High and deep to right center. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. Around second now and headed for third. And he'll get in there safely.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment.
Up next for Philadelphia, left fielder, White.
Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Baggett is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. No damage done after the 2-out triple. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Ready for another chance, number 27. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
So digging in now, Mark Baggett. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Mark Baggett.
First delivery to him on the way. A fastball down near the shoe tops. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
Hard hit ball to second. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Striding in once again, JT Realmuto. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. A 1 pitch on its way. Hits this one hard the other way. There's one. On to first to complete the double play.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned recognition.
4-2 the final score tonight. The Red Sox move a win away from a championship as they've taken a 3-1 series lead. Matt Wisler takes home the win. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and the entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
For the victorious Boston Red Sox.
MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's the pivotal Game 5 of the World Series between the Boston Red Sox and the Philadelphia Phillies. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, this is still anyone's series here as we get ready for Game 5.
Well, they're down 3-1, so it's do or die time now. That's not a good place to be, obviously, but we do see some teams play their best when their backs are up against the ropes. The key is to just take it one game at a time and not worry about how many more wins you need.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2023 Philadelphia Phillies.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. What do you have on this lineup as they go for a championship here on the road, D-Row?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
Zach Eflin will look to keep their World Series hopes alive on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And let's focus on third baseman Maikel Franco. I think what gets lost in the shuffle, we get it. Offensive force.
Batting sixth, center fielder, Mark Baggett.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A ball and no strikes.
Hey, he finds himself in a tough situation early, and he's going to have to execute a pitch to get out of it. But if he does, it'll build confidence, and he starts rolling as the later innings start happening.
Here it comes, 1-0. Takes a curveball right on the corner. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
D-Row, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
The 2-1 home. fly ball out to straightaway right. Garcia has a read on it, and that ends the inning.
Batting second, first baseman.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. Gone! So a solo shot here to left center field. His first homer so far in the series, and it brings the Phillies back. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Maikel Franco. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Baggett has a play. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More baseball. Coming to the plate now, Mark Baggett. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Missed with a slider. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet, and I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Striding in, JT Realmuto comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Chopped weakly to the left. A scoop with the bare hand. Hey now. Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. He popped out in his first trip. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. 2-1 to the Red Sox first baseman. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Here's the game within the game. You have a better matchup on deck. You got a 3-1 count in this situation. Don't be afraid to put him on base and attack the next guy.
The 3-1. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
That walk is going to feel a little extra frustrating for this pitcher. Not only do you never really want to walk the number 8 hitter, but it's also going to let the pitcher hit this inning instead of forcing him to lead off the next one.
Softly hit here to the left side. And that's in there. Base hit. The throw home. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
You pitch around the 8-hole hitter, find yourself with the pitcher on deck. You feel like you're confident enough to execute pitches to get your team off the field.
You know what, D-Row, that's the case. You often hear this: a swinging bat is a dangerous bat, even though that bat.
Leading off for the Phillies, first baseman, Johnny.
Lifted in the air to center field. Baggett is there. 1 out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, number 27. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Fly ball out toward left center field. Calling for it, Baggett. And that's the second out of the inning. And with 2 away now, let's take another look at our playoff brackets. And of course, the question on everybody's mind, will we crown a champion here tonight? Digging in now, Mark Baggett. He singled his last time up.
Center fielder, Mark Baggett.
Now the pitch. Popped up. McMahon is there for it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Digging in to try it again, Mark Baggett.
Center fielder, Mark Baggett.
First delivery to him on the way. And a breaking ball stays outside. Hits are even at 7 apiece. One and two now. Potensis has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 one more time. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Number 31 is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Go the Red Sox. Swing, and he pops him up. This should do it. Segura makes the catch, and they are world champions.
Wow, World Series champions. The only thing that could have made this sweeter would have been doing it in front of the home crowd. But hey, they're not complaining, believe me. Now they can look forward to celebrating during the parade as they bring the World Series trophy home. What a moment for this team, this organization, and that city.
Back now on the show. It's all over, and you see the reactions there to the final out. And down on the field, we'll get a chance to watch the presentation of the Commissioner's Trophy to the new world champs.